I'd like to thank the organizers for inviting me to speak. They asked me to speak for 5 minutes to show 2 or 3 slides, so I might go a little bit shorter. The protocol I'd like to present is a phase 1 trial, which is mentioned previously by Dr. Stetcher. It's about a protein kinase C inhibitor in combination with another drug, which is a PI3K inhibitor in patients with metastatic uveal melanoma. And this trial is being done both here, Columbia University, and Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York City. The rationale for this study is shown here. Dr. Harbour, as you know, did a lot of pioneering work showing that uveal melanomas can have activating mutation of gene Q. These gene Q mutations can activate protein kinase C and the PI3-AKT pathways, which are important for cell growth. So these 2 pathways are important in uveal melanoma. And laboratory studies have shown that if combined drugs that inhibit both these pathways together, they have synergistic activity. Not just one pathway, but using 2 drugs together, you have a better effect. I don't expect anyone to memorize this slide, but on the left-hand side, you see there's a growth signaling pathway, and the PKC, or protein kinase C, is involved in that pathway. On the right-hand side, the PI3K pathway is involved. Now, in layman's term, you could probably think of this as different highways together, and there may be bridges or roads connecting these highways together. It would make more sense if you inhibit the tumor, you inhibit both simultaneously. That makes sense, right? So you want to cause a blockade, killing of tumor cells by hitting both pathways at the same time. Don't let the melanomas divert to another pathway and then start to grow. So by giving 2 drugs that target different signaling pathways, you can have a better effect, and this has been shown. This is a phase 1 trial, and in this trial it's relatively early at cohort 4, but I can say that the toxicity has been pretty well tolerated. The main side effect has been GI toxicity, a little bit of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, which is usually well controlled. And our own patient who's been on it has tolerated very well without any side effects. And that's what we like to see in these clinical trials, drugs that don't have much side effects but still can have activity in the tumor. And these 2 drugs are given orally every day continuously. So they take a pill every day while they're on the trial. And therefore you don't have to get injections and so forth. So it makes it easier on the patient. In terms of summary, there's a strong rationale to combine the PI3K and protein kinase inhibitor in uveal melanoma. The treatment so far has been pretty well tolerated, and the side effects are bringing mainly GI toxicity, mainly some nausea, vomiting, and low diarrhea, but in some patients have no toxicity whatsoever. I don't have a slide for this because it's still ongoing and early, but encouraging anti-tumor activity has been observed in this trial. The patients are continuing this trial and tolerated it very well. So this is an ongoing trial available in New York, but also available in Miami, and we're looking for patients that may be eligible for this trial. So we think this is a promising trial that was mentioned previously, where we're targeting the mutation and growth signaling pathways in uveal melanoma. Thank you for your time.